I will make a guitar appear. Welcome back to another trading recap. Let it ring out. Quick little intro to get the video started. Hope you guys like that. It'll probably be permanent too. So without further ado, let's see go. Okay, so coming into the day, we had a daily S&T. And for those of you, I'm trading NQ, and it's on across my 60K funded, which includes a 50K account and a 10K account. So 60K in total, and those I will be taking my trades on throughout each video. So coming into the day, we had a daily S&T. As you can see here, ES ended up taking out these highs, and NQ failed to do so. We did not indeed lag behind ES, so it was a S&T. So I will show you guys. It's easier to show on here, but as you can see here on the day, we had London highs here, and I knew price doing my pre-market analysis, I knew price was going to come up and take out these London highs. And our main draw being on the day, if we zoom out here, you can see these would be NY lows, or just our main sell side liquidity. This would be our main draw, and price still hasn't taken it out yet. NY lows was like right here. However, we did not. So we had two possible scenarios. Either we were gonna be bullish, taking out all this low resistance liquidity on the day, or we were just gonna take out London highs and then have some type of like reaction going back and forth, which we ended up doing. So we'll move over to Alpha Ticks, which is Alpha Futures, and we'll be showing all of our chart work on here because this is where we took and draw all of our chart work. So here, as you can see, we have the previous day high, as well as we have previous day low. Yeah, it's kind of hidden right now, but we had previous day high, previous day low, and we ended up taking this out way before market open. So we had a really strong continuation. If we scale down to the lower time frame, you could see here that we have this 4-hour FEJ. We inverse this, so we're having this continuation to the downside. We edged the hell out of London highs. Like, it didn't even take it out. It was just like really, really close. So if you guys targeted London highs, I'm sorry if you guys held that. You guys got absolutely fried on that one. However, if you're able to do good, then that's all you guys. So okay, so on top of that, we have, just want to make sure we're recording. Okay, thank God. Okay, this is like my third time doing this video, so just want to make sure we're recording. Okay, so we had this 4-hour FEJ, we ended up inversing, and this, I mean, I was just being extra patient. It's also a Monday. We had news today, so price was a little bit better than we usually get on Mondays. However, it was all right, I say. This was very, we came really high up. This was very abnormal. I was not able to take that long, however, upon market open, which was a little bit unfortunate. I was hoping that we could have inversed this, going down to a lower time frame. Yeah, so we could have entered. However, it's just risky because, you know, we have all this low resistance liquidity. We don't know if it's going to go all the way up to here. That's not certain, so I did not want to take that trade. We did have these London highs. That would have been my target. However, I wanted to wait, possibly trade the reversal of this, making it a way better trade. So is what it is. We didn't end up taking this initial long, and we ended up waiting. So price edged the hell out of this one, took out this buy side liquidity, and then we ended up having that reaction. So I was waiting to see if we got some type of reaction further to the upside, possibly looking to target previous day high. However, that's a really crazy move. That would be like 200 points, a little bit less maybe. That's probably 200 points, but that just would not be normal in terms of what price usually tends to do, and I was not looking for that. So I was just looking on the day after we missed our opportunity. I was looking to either take a take a short following this reversal because we had choppiness, we had doji candles here showing indecision in the market, and price was not really reacting, pushing further to the upside as we were seeing here on this 1 minute. The reason why I was not able to enter this, okay, I just absolutely lost everything. Okay, here we go. Reason why I just wasn't able to really enter this, I could have, should have, I don't know. I just really didn't find my entry personally, and we ended up inversing this 30-second. Coming to the 1 minute, I look for the highest, for my entry model, I look for the highest inversion fair value gap between the 30-second and the 5 minute. I look for what we have, the fair value gap that we're looking to get inverse. That being was the 1 minute. As you can see here, we had this FVJ. However, taking this trade would just be stupid of me. I mean, you can see here, if we ended up waiting for this 1 minute to fully get inverse, we could have, of course, done the 30-second to possibly enter this, but it's just so, like, it's not really it. I mean, I could have targeted this 5 minute right here. That would have been good, but overall, I missed my opportunity. I never really got into my discounted price I was looking for. And yeah, it is what it is. So we never ended up entering. However, as you can see here, we have this first trade. So we took 2 trades today, as you can see. And this first trade, we got absolutely just destroyed on it. Like, burnt to a crisp. But as you guys know, I blew my 50K account not too long ago. I did a lot of journaling, just really had to write down my thoughts overall, what I was doing wrong on my losses and what I was doing right on my wins, emotions. It's mainly the main thing I noticed is psychology was the biggest factor and the reason why I was losing as much as I did, also over leveraging, and I just had to change some stuff. So I'll be risking less in terms of number of contracts, as well as I said. So for those of you who don't know, on a 50K Alpha Futures account, right, the maximum daily loss, right? So you come into the day when market opens and you have a maximum daily loss. So what that means, at least for this account, it's the 50K account. If you lose, which it is $1,000, if you lose $1,000 on the day, your account gets liquidated and you get blocked out until the new trading day, right? So for me, I get it back at 3, but you know, it just depends where you live, right? So 1,000 is the maximum daily drawdown, 2,000 is the overall drawdown, and I should not even be getting close to losing 1,000 in one day. That's you're doing something wrong if you're doing that. I managed to do that when I was first trading this account. Not this account. So this account I'm trading on right now, as you guys are seeing my trades on, this is a brand new Alpha Futures account. As you can see here, my balance is $50,112. So we are up on this account. It doesn't show how much I made today because it reset the trading day. And yeah, we're up $112 on this account. We made, I'll get into it, how much we made on each trade and how much we lost. So yeah, I set my maximum daily loss. You can customize it. I personally set it to 500. I shouldn't even be getting close to that because I also changed it. So if I lose 2 trades in a single session, so I trade only an hour and a half out of my day, that's it. So market opens 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm done. I don't trade after, I don't trade before. After 8 a.m. for me, price just tends very commonly to just be choppy and like not know what it's doing. So that's why I just trade between those times. Also, it helps with my schedule in terms of school. However, all that being said, let's get back into this trade. So, clearing things up, this first trade we entered, we can go here and come here. So, my basically overall thought process behind this is that we had this 5 minute, as you can see here, this 5 minute here, and I was waiting for some type of retracement if we were going to continue to be bearish, which we ended up doing, taking out this sell-side liquidity. So coming into the 30-second, this is where I initially saw my inversion, as you can see here. So coming here, I thought price was going to go up. We inversed this. It was a very strong inverse as well. I hate that I have to go back to switching between the time frames. It's so annoying. Okay. We also, as you can see here, inverse. Oh, yeah. See, I should have waited for this 1 minute to be, and then it's just not even worth it. But yeah, this was a bad trade. I would never enter this in 1,000 years because we should have waited for the 1 minute to be inversed. First of all, highest time frame between 30-second to 5 minute for me. We did not let the 1 minute get inversed fully. We had a reaction off the 1 minute, but we ended up inversing this. So we entered here. We were up a pretty decent amount. We risked less on this trade because it was a little bit of a, I don't know, I just had a gut feeling that like this trade was not really the most highest probability, which we shouldn't even be trading in the first place, right? But we ended up entering, should have gone broke even because this was just a bad trade. But yeah, we ended up getting stopped and we lost $189, I believe, on this trade. So unfortunate trade. And after this trade, yeah, you know, it sucked, but I took it as a good loss because we made sure that we didn't risk that much on it, as well as, you know, we cut losses. So trying to protect my capital and coming in now, I'm looking at, okay, how can I not lose for the day? So after we had that, you know, first trade, we ended up getting stopped out. Price was relatively choppy. It was just, and I was not even looking to trade because at that point, after we got stopped, it was like, what time was it? Almost 7. So I was like, okay, we still have like an hour, but you know, I wasn't looking to revenge trade. I didn't let my emotion get the best of me, and we were waiting for a good setup. So following that, this was just beyond like this was bad. I cannot enter for the life of me. Yeah, as you can see here, there's like no FUJs forming. It was just, I don't know. I just didn't. I guess. I mean, I could have entered, I guess. There's probably an FUJ, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this could have been a good trade if you were targeting maybe like a 5-minute FUJ. As you can see here. You know, I just personally didn't see it, this 5-minute, and we missed out on this trade. This actually was a good trade. If you were able to take that quick long to the 5-minute, that would be a golden trade right there. So that would have been a beauty trade right there. Okay. Enough daydreaming about that trade, but we did a good trade on this one. So we had a really strong reaction. Sorry, guys. If I clear my throat a lot, it's just, I don't know, I get like, my throat gets really like, because I don't have water. I need water in my room right now, but it's all good. So coming back into the trade, as you can see here, price ended up coming up. We had a really strong reaction off this 5-minute FUJ, and I was waiting, right? I was waiting to see if I was able to take my short. We ended up coming down. It was just whatever, right? And we were, oh my gosh, my thing's bugging out right now. Hold up, give me a sec, guys. Hold on. Okie dokie, here we go. So, as you can see here, it was just going back. We were filling in FUJs, so I was waiting for this move. I knew we were going to come back up in here. I was waiting. Even though we ended up inversing this, I knew we had this FUJ. We would take it out if we were going to make any big moves like this to the downside. So, price ended up wicking this. Really strong reaction, confirming that price had a high probability of being bearish and having that bearish continuation and trend to the downside. So following this, I was looking for shorts, right? You see this FUJ right here. It's kind of hard to see with this. I'll probably just delete this. But as you can see here, we had this FUJ right on the 30-second. And this was our highest time frame FUJ as well. So I marked it out. I was waiting. Okay, do we have this strong inversion? We did. We also, we waited. We didn't just enter, right? You always wait a couple candles or at least one more 1 to 2 more candles, right? So it's like, okay, it gets that little bit of structure to it, has opportunity to come back into the FVJ and then continue in that direction, right? In that given direction. So what did price do? It ended up coming here, coming back into respecting this inversion fair value gap, wicking it, having that strong reaction, as you can see from that wick. And then we ended up entering with a relatively tight stop loss, right? Because if price was going to come back, I mean, I didn't really see personally. I mean, we could have respected the consequent encroachment of this wick right here, but I just personally do not. I mean, if we were, then it is what it is, right? But, however, we ended up entering with a risk to reward of 1 to 4.9, which is pretty good, right? I'm usually doing 1 to 2s, 1 to 1s. So this was a rare trade for me to be doing, but we ended up entering. We risked 5 contracts on this. This is minis. So yeah, we ended up entering. We went break even, as you can see here, after we passed this point right here, because if price ended up coming up, like I said, it is what it is. So we ended up waiting. We went break even right about here, so we couldn't lose anything on the trade. And yeah, we ended up having this really just strong downtrend. In like less than 10 minutes, we ended up making, I believe, 300, like we made like 300 something dollars. So that made up for a loss, right? And it ended up making us be up $112. Plus we have the second account, so we made, give me one sec guys, let me pull it up. We made $170, like $168 to be exact, on my 10K funded account. So altogether on the day, it'll be in the title of the video, and that's how much we made. So I believe it was like $260. It's gonna be in the title of the video, but that doesn't matter. I don't care about how much we made. I'm just glad we're taking good trades. We're not concerned about the money aspect anymore, or we're trying to, right? I've actually gotten a lot better. Journaling helped, just really just recollecting my thoughts. And yeah, we're not concerned about the money aspect. We're being patient. We're changing our overall mindset and shifting it towards, okay, why shouldn't I take a trade today? Why is this potential setup that it's presenting itself? Why shouldn't I enter this trade? How could I lose this trade? And if you can't find a single damn reason why you can't lose that trade, then it's probably a good trade. It's probably a good setup, and you enter it, right? This first trade, wasn't a good setup. Choppy market conditions. We weren't thinking. We just entered, right? We had one little reaction. We're like, okay, it's going to happen. No, it didn't, right? We ended up getting stopped, right? We learned our lessons, and we should have gone broke even. But, right, we'll start doing that more. Protect our capital. Focus on limiting our losses, which will increase our wins, right? So that pretty much sums it up. As soon as this trade was over, it was, what time was it? Yeah, it was basically market, or when I'm done trading, right, which is New York AM session. I'm just done. I got off the charts, journaled right after that, summarized my trades that I took today, what I did wrong, what I did bad, and that's pretty much it. So without further ado, I won't hold you guys here much longer. That was a long video for 2 trades, but a lot of information, and I guess the longer the video is, that means the better the trade was, right? Because we definitely had a lot more. Yeah, we just knew why we were entering the trade, right? I'm lost for words right now. I'm just thinking about this outro. So I'm gonna leave you guys off with a outro to the video. Hope you guys liked the video and had a good Christmas and have a good New Year's. Peace.